Welcome to Working the Dash, the show where we explore the journey of life, one moment at a time. Each of us has a dash, a symbol of our time on this planet, represented by the years we were born and the years we leave behind. But what truly matters is how we fill that dash with purpose, passion, and impact. But it's not just about the destination, it's about how we navigate the journey. Join me as we engage in thought-provoking conversations that inspire action and ignite change. Whether you're seeking motivation, looking for practical advice, or simply want to hear fascinating stories from diverse voices, Working the Dash is your go-to source. Every moment counts. Your dash is unique, and it's time to make it meaningful. Together, let's explore how to live with intention, embrace our challenges, and celebrate our victories.
Welcome, friends. My name is Destiny. I am TK's virtual assistant. I am excited that you are joining in for a conversation designed to empower your greatness. Grab a friend. TK is on the way.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing out there this evening? I hope you enjoyed that amazing intro. I am here. I was in the green room, if you will, and I am here tonight ready to kick off what is going to be an amazing topic. And I want you all to join in with me, come back, catch the replay. I also want you to, of course, like and subscribe whenever you can. This is going to be something that you certainly want to follow this evening. I'm very excited about being here. So tag a friend, tag a neighbor, let them know that we are here. And tonight we are going to be tackling a subject that is going to be I already know it is going to be something that we really have to dive into. It's going to be a little bit difficult. However, we are going to dive into it. We are going to embrace it because it is just time for us to embrace this wonderful world of artificial intelligence. So AI, it is here. We are already using it. If you know it or not, it's already here. It's already in motion. And I want to share this because this is an AI basics course for what I have designed for our precious 65 years and chronologically mature, much older. And so I want us to get an idea of how to embrace AI. And guess what? A lot of us still need it. We're learning it. We are navigating through it. We're trying to figure out all of the things that come with it. And so this is why I thought it would be so important to come on and talk about how to navigate through the basics of AI and just start to understand what AI actually really is and how it affects us each and every day. So I want to welcome those of you who are here and those who will be coming in who are 65 years and older, because this is what is designed for. Artificial intelligence or AI, as we keep sharing it, is not something that we need to shy away from. It may sound like it's something fictional, but it's actually a part of our everyday lives. And so we don't even understand that we're already using AI. We've always been using artificial intelligence because at its core, let me share with you what artificial intelligence really, truly is. It is a computer technology that can actually learn. It can make decisions. Yes, it can. It actually can provide solutions. It can solve problems just like we do. However, unlike people, I know a lot of people are saying AI is going to replace me. AI is going to replace my job. But unlike individuals, AI does not have that human touch. It doesn't have the sensitivity of the human being. Now, I know that there are those of you, especially millennials, who actually use AI as therapists. You can seriously lay down on your couch right now, journal in a few things in your favorite AI platform, and AI will give you those comforting words that you're looking for. However, again, unlike a person, AI can process those types of emotions. However, it will never take the place of that human and relational touch. However, let me talk about what AI can do. AI, again, artificial intelligence. It sounds very foreign, and I know I'm helping those of you I see coming on who are 65 and older, and probably not already 65, but have already shared with me, hey, I'm in my late 50s, and I'm going to jump on tonight to really truly get a understanding of what this is all about. AI processes huge amounts of information. AI can process it very quickly. It processes it very consistently. And you have already interacted with AI, right? How do you know? When your phone, when you're texting, okay, I'm just going to say mother, father, grandmother, godmothers out there, godfathers out there. When you are texting on your phone, right, and you suggest that you're going to type one word, your phone will tell you to type something else, right? And you're like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. However, guess what? AI, artificial intelligence, has already picked up and has already started to think for you. It's giving you some forethought. And it's telling you that I'm going to suggest this word on your behalf. Whether you use this word or not, I am going to help you figure out the sentence. If you've been typing in your email, AI has already said, if you say hello, it's already telling you based on the to line, the name. And so it's actually helping you to figure out what name you're going to send this to. Now, you may not say the first name. You may add a salutation or something a little different. However, my point is that your email is already filtering out for you how to help you craft what you are trying to write and what you are trying to say. So I see you, Bishop Curtis Sexton, saying you're 67. Thank you for joining here tonight. I also want to share that your email, it tries to help also filter out spam. If something comes along, it will let you know that this may be spam. So this is a warning, watch out. And I want to share with all 65 plus, please do not just open emails randomly. I have to always share with my parents, don't just open emails randomly, because if you're not careful, things will appear to be something that they are not. And so let's do one more example. Your favorite TV show will be recommended to you when you turn on Netflix, right? When you turn on Netflix, your favorite TV show will pop up, or it will start to show you what you've already been watching. These are just examples of what is known as narrow AI. These are very task-oriented, and so AI knows how to detect this. But as we move into this other world of AI, which this is just a basic overview of what AI is, not necessarily giving you the tools and all of the other platforms of AI. I do see somebody saying that they utilize ChatGPT. Thank you, Joy, for sharing that. And greetings to each and every one of you who are coming on. And I see those of you who are joining. What I want to share tonight are the basic concept of what artificial intelligence really is. And so you've been hearing a lot of things. So what I just gave you were examples of narrow AI that we use pretty much basically every single day. Voice assistants, if you ever say the SIRI or the ALEXA, because if I say it, she's going to respond. You got smart thermostats, you've got fraud detection systems, you've got all of these things at your bank. However, there is something else emerging that's known as generative AI. And these things can help us craft music, images, text. You've already seen it. I showed it to you. when I came on. I want you to go back and watch the beginning of this, because I utilized generative AI to create a person for me. Another thing I utilized was generative AI to take my picture of who I am, and then allow that generative AI to let my lips move and show you somebody who appears to be me, but is actually generated utilizing artificial intelligence. So we've already mentioned ChatGPT. You've also seen other platforms of GPT generated art, things of that nature. However, we are just talking about right now how AI is present in our lives and how we need to start to embrace this landscape and the blueprint that we know now as artificial intelligence. I'm going to pause here and I'm going to just share. I want to share some things. I want to ask you all, are you afraid of utilizing artificial intelligence? How has artificial intelligence helped you? And I mean, I've just stated to you that we've got some common encounters already. And I see some people already here in the chat, but we already have common encounters. And have you utilized these encounters? And while you are sharing that with me, there are other places that I want to share with you that AI is showing up. It's showing up in healthcare. How is AI in healthcare? OMG, it helps doctors to detect illnesses because it can actually see images in places that you may never even expect. Guess what AI also does? It helps us in church. AI helps us in church. Why? Because AI assists with live streaming services. Some of you are sending out reminders. Others of you are doing all of these wonderful things that AI has helped us to send out all of these reminders about give me a donation or help our church. It's also helping us in business. How does it help us in business? Scheduling. If you have a calendar, a digital calendar that gives you reminders on your phone, AI. Customer service, even again, writing emails. So these are tools that support us, not to replace us, but to enhance us, right? So I won't get off into how young people are utilizing generative AI, but I will say this for those of us who are 65 and older. AI is not to be afraid of. I don't want you to run away from AI. AI is not to replace your human effort, but it is actually here to help you make all of your tasks more efficient and more accessible. How are you thinking that it's going to do that for me, TK? Well, you've been writing, I know 65 plus, listen, you are very well ingrained on how you think and how you live. You are very settled in your ways, mother and father. You're set in your ways, and you have your way of taking hours to write out letters and things of that nature. Let me tell you right now, being new to this particular technology, which I will share in a different setting, we'll come back and share some more. Those will be some next steps, which will help you in the platforms of AI. But it's now about embracing this new technology to make your life easier, right? So AI is not something that you should fear. Just like we moved from landlines to smartphones. Well, we had, do you all remember when we had flip phones? We had the long cords, then we had flip phones. You remember that? Well, first, let's take it back just a little bit. Let's step back a little bit further. We had rotary phones. Prior to rotary phones, I'm not sure what was being used. However, you had a rotary phone where you had to dial the number in a circle. You had to put your finger on the number and dial the number. And God forbid, if you put your finger on the wrong number and that number went around and it was the wrong one, right? You had to go from that to the landline phone. And oh my goodness, you were really doing it if you had the cord that was 100 feet long in your house where it can just walk with you wherever you went. You had that phone in your hand. It felt like a brick, but you were walking with it because you had the 100-foot cord. You had that coil rope that was hooked on that end of that phone. But then all of a sudden, a disruptor came. What was the disruptor? It was a flip phone. It was cellular. It was something you could ride in your car with. What? And speak on it while you were driving? Huh? I remember when I first got my mobile phone. It was called a mobile phone, a car phone. It was so heavy. I mean, it weighed about 25 pounds. The antenna, you had to let down the window for the antenna to get the reception. That's how huge this phone was. But guess what? I had a car phone. I had a mobile phone. You couldn't tell me nothing about that mobile phone. So I had that car phone. And let me tell you something. All of a sudden, here comes another disruptor. It was a smartphone. If any of you grew up and you did not have that hot pink Razor phone, you were not doing anything in life, okay? It was a Nokia. I will never forget it. Then you moved into these phones that actually allowed you to, you didn't have to have a beeper and a phone. You had a beeper, the phone, it was all in one. You could actually text. It was as large as a computer. It was a laptop size, but it was our cell phones at that time, right? And then here comes another disruptor. You've got something sleek enough to put in your pocket. It's a smartphone. You can talk into it. You can tell it where you want to go. It's now all of a sudden you've moved from maps. Ooh, do y'all remember maps? If you ever use maps, you never got where you were going. If you ever use maps in life, first it was an atlas, right? Then we moved to maps. And I'm going to tell you something. You didn't go anywhere out of that house if you were using maps until you what? Printed off them directions. You printed off those directions from maps. MapQuest is what it was called, right? Y'all remember MapQuest? Y'all remember MapQuest? MapQuest? That's right. You had MapQuest and then you moved to GPS. So what I'm saying is we've had disruptors all of our lives. Oh, yes. And you all are out here in this chat. Thank you so much. Lisa is chiming in. You had a bag phone up. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to tell you something. If you had a BlackBerry, we all knew you were corporate if you were walking with a BlackBerry, right? You could not be denied if you had a BlackBerry phone, right? And so here's the thing. I see you all putting in touch tone. Yes. Tell me some of those disruptors. We've had disruptors all of our lives, all guided by narrow AI. Here's another disruptor. We used to have brooms. Now, according to my mother, nothing has replaced the broom. But all of a sudden, along came this robotic, motorized vacuum cleaner. And it went from vacuums that were upright, that were very heavy. And I don't know if y'all remember, there was one called the Rainbow Vac. Oh, do y'all remember the Rainbow Vac? You had to fill it with water. It was so large. It was like, I mean, seriously, you could like get on it and ride down the street. That's how big that thing was. But if you had one, people were selling them door to door. And if you could afford that, you were doing the extraness of life if you had a rainbow vacuum where you could fill it up with water, right? And then vacuum your floor with that water in that vacuum. Then all of a sudden, here comes this little circular thing. And you now guide it. You just put it somewhere and you say, hey, I want you to go from point A to point B, go back from point B to point D. I want you to then go from D to F, then come back to C. And you can tell this little robotic vacuum cleaner without your assistance holding it where to go clean. These are all disruptors that we have been a part of in our lifetime. And AI is nothing different. It is just now another step forward. So it's here. It's not just here to take over. However, listen to me well. It will take you over if you are not prepared to embrace it being here. So the key right now is to stay informed. Ask as many questions as you need to relative to AI. I'm going to pause here just for one moment because AI is here to serve your needs. AI is here to let you know that you can stay in contact with your loved ones, manage your health, participate in your community and in your church with just a little bit of curiosity, just asking the question. Now, I'm going to pull some notes here. I have some notes that I have here on another apparatus. And if you just bear with me for one moment, I'm going to grab those notes because I want to share some things with us in just a fun little way for what we're discussing tonight. So at the heart of all of this, AI, again, is here. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And we need to be very aware that AI is a part of our lives at present. So listen, I want to just ask this very quickly. Now, you all are out here in the chat. Don't leave me here by myself. Again, I'm utilizing my notes here on another computer. But I want to ask you some questions, okay? We're thinking about how AI is supporting us. Hopefully you all are getting something out of what's being shared even right now. But let's talk about, let's go back over this. What is AI? And this is from my 65 and older group. AI is artificial intelligence, right? Is it the devil? No. Has it been seen as such? Probably. Is it something that we should be afraid of? No. Is it something that we should embrace? Absolutely. Okay. So again, AI stands for artificial intelligence. The goal of AI is to make life faster and easier. Okay. We can do a lot more with less. How many of you out there could use just a little bit more time? Some of us don't need more time. We need discipline in the time that we have. However, there are some things that we are utilizing a lot of time on. I would never say we're wasting time because, again, generations are different. The time that we're utilizing, we could be utilizing platforms of AI to help us do it quicker, to help us do it faster, without feeling as though we are doing something wrong. And I have to say that because here's the thing. A lot of times, once you are put in a certain generations have to first understand what they're using. So this is why Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, Gen A, we have to be patient with baby boomers because of the error. And I'm saying this with all the respect I can and all the love in my heart. Because of the error, there are some that will say that this is not something that they want to participate in or with because we have not stopped to really share the benefits. And so I'm sharing the benefits tonight because I want you to start feeling comfortable in some of the AI functionality that we can utilize. Now, AI can help you be much more aware, and I'm talking to the seniors here, because listen, there are a lot of things going on. This is what you have to be aware of. AI is so intelligent that just like the beginning of my video tonight, it can take your voice and manipulate it. So it could have someone calling you. You can be looking at their face, listening to their voice, and it's not them. So you have to be very careful. You need to put a two-step authorization on all of your bank accounts, on all of your text messaging apparatuses, on all of your emails. People should not just be able to access your email. Don't be so eager to not learn and give opportunities of learning away, that you also give parts of your life away. Hear me well. Some people mean you good, but everybody doesn't mean you good. Some people will do you harm when they have access to you, when they have access to the things you have. So just like it's being mentioned, the fear of the unknown will always have you behind. So what am I trying to do for you tonight, my precious seniors? What I'm trying to share with you tonight is that at this stage of life, it's time to just ask some questions. Just say, hey, well, can you share with me what AI is or what you're doing with it? Listen, let's just have just a little bit of fun. Okay? Let me tell you one last time that as we are ongoing in our learning, we are going to be willing to ensure that AI keeps us connected, keeps us informed, and something that you don't need to be afraid of, right? Please don't be afraid. I don't want you to be afraid. I don't want you to be afraid. And I see it here. I'm listening to the chat and I'm listening to you all. So these are just some powerful insights tonight for how you can utilize AI. And what I'm going to also do the next time we meet with this, the next time we come together, what I want to do is share with you platforms of AI. Now, what we're going to start doing, I am going to put together some things that you can be involved in, because I want you to be aware of the misconceptions as well as the benefits. So here's the thing. AI is not magic. It's not a magic to what we're doing out here, right? It's based off of programming and data that it has collected over time. And it just, if you're using Google, you've already stepped off into, you're already a step ahead, right? If you're using your email, and this is why we tell you, try it out. Just try something. AI does not replace humans, according to my notes, right? It assists us in being much more efficient. AI, listen to this, is not always accurate. So don't take everything for face value. AI is making mistakes because guess what? Humans are loading in information. And so I found that in some cases, AI has been inaccurate. It's not always correct. Okay? And Vivian, I don't want you to be afraid because AI, you're using your phone right now to talk to me, and I can see what you're saying. And guess what? AI is helping you to do that. So I want us to look at all of this and understand how it can also help us. Okay? And I know you're afraid, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to share that tonight, that if you start to embrace AI and some of these other things, it can even help save your life. Why? Because healthcare is utilizing it. It's showing us how things can actually really enhance. It can tell you somebody is at your door. Okay? These are all functions of AI. And also, don't be so anxious, those of you out here. I know a lot of you all have had some really bad experiences, but you know what that has come from? Because we've overshared data. We've given too much information away. People can tap into that data if you're not careful. So we want to make sure that you use it the way you need to use it to benefit your life. And for those of you who are in school, again, this is not for the millennials. I'm not here tonight to tell you how to utilize platforms of AI. I'm here tonight for AI coverage for seniors 65 and older, to share with them what it is and what it is not, And that's the objective of this tonight. So I'm not here to tell you how to use it on your paper, how not to use it on your paper. I'm not here to do any of that tonight. We'll get into that at another time. Tonight, I just want us to learn that AI can generate some things, and I want us to be aware of that. So, how do you use AI? This is a question. So, how do you use AI? You use AI really every single day, but I think what you're probably asking, Erica, is how do you use AI in the way that we're talking about ChatGPT, Gemini, Falcor, and all of those other things? I'm going to have a separate session on that, and I want you to look out for that particular information because I'm coming back in a different setting so that you won't be so far behind and that you won't be afraid to utilize it. And guess what? It's going to be fun, Erica. I'm going to share with you how you can ask ChatGPT what's in your refrigerator. You can tell it what's in your refrigerator, and it can tell you how to make a meal out of what's in your refrigerator. Oh, isn't that wonderful? You can ask ChatGPT some things about how to cook and some recipes. I'm going to come back with that. Tonight, I just want to share with you what it is. So how do you use AI? You use AI every single day. If you got, I'm not being paid to share their name, but I'm going to say it anyway. You've got the Ring camera. AI is helping you to detect who's at your door. Again, these are some wonderful benefits of AI. You've got, it comes across on your phone and it says scam, or it might say telemarketer. It's telling you. So AI is helping you to detect those. So how do we use artificial intelligence? We actually we use it every day. So what I want to do is set the stage for what artificial intelligence is. Just a computer programming mechanism that allows us to input data and get information back out of it. Okay, that's just in and of itself basic. Very basic. And if you have, that's right, if I call her name, Alexa, if I call it, if I say, right now, if I say, Alexa, how are you doing tonight? Alexa, how are you doing tonight?
I'm getting ready for back to school season.
Alexa just told me she's getting.
If you need some extra support, try my back to school theme, presented by Ollie.
Oh, okay. Thank
to
you.
make wellness your favorite subject, just say, Alexa, start the back to school theme.
Alexa, thank you.
Anytime. Literally. Hope you had a good week.
I have had a great week. So you see, I just spoke to that machine. And again, if you call its name, it's going to answer you back. I just spoke to that particular machine. And it's going to finish its conversation, whether you want it to finish or not, until you stop it. So that's just one mechanism of what we know as AI. And so I hear you asking, what is the best AI platform? I am going to talk about that in another setting tonight. Again, I just wanted to ask you to join me tonight, 65 and older, to get the basics of what AI really is. So it's not an app. It's just artificial intelligence is what you do when you go to Google. Artificial intelligence is exactly what it is. It is intelligence that is artificial. So let me just go back through that particular, I'm going to tell you that artificial intelligence is a computer technology. Okay? It can learn, it can make decisions, it can solve problems. So it's a type of technology that can process huge amounts of information quickly. So AI in and of itself is not the app. There are certain applications that are AI driven, that are driven by artificial intelligence, such as ChatGPT, such as OpenAI, such as Copilot, such as Falcor, such as Gemini. So those are the particular apps, but AI is computer technology that has been researched and gathered over time and can, if you ask it a question, it's going to give you information, right? So, and you're right, Brittany. Alexa, she's been waiting to have a conversation. She just lit back up again. Don't get too excited. I'm not getting ready to talk to you right now, sister. She's been waiting to have that conversation all day because I have not spoken to her this morning. But examples of AI, as I stated, is your phone when you're texting. It's trying to help you complete the sentence. Why? Because it's helping you to make a decision because it's already gathered information. So if you type in hello, how, it's going to help you finish is your day. Or it's going to say, if you say good, it's going to highlight something that says morning. Now you might be saying good, you want to say good evening, but it's going to help you detect some things. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed in all of the different functions, and that's why I wanted it to be a separate course on the platforms of AI. Tonight, I just want to introduce to you what AI is. Now, I hope this has been some good information. I'm going to pause, and I'm going to just say right here. So for my 65-year and older, okay, 65 plus and 65 and older, if your email automatically moves spam messages away from you, is that AI? Yes or no? Come on, hurry up, type in the chat. 65. Now there's some 30-year-olds on here that act 65. I'm not gonna call them out, but you can answer as well. If your email detects a spam message, if your cell phone sends you if it rings and it says telemarketer, is that a form of AI? Yes or no? Come on. Don't be afraid to answer. Okay, Donna Walker, guess what? You're gonna win something. I see you coming in. Okay, Gina, you're 61. That's perfect. Okay. If you turn on your light switch manually, are you using AI? If you turn on don't be afraid to answer. I wanna say, don't be afraid. If you turn your light switch on manually, is that AI? If you come in the house and you flick your light switch, is it yes or no? Yes or no? Don't. Thank you, Gina. No. Okay, you win something too. Okay, no, because you're flicking it manually. Your phone is trying to text for you because you're sending a text. Is that AI? Yes or no? Your phone is trying to help finish a text for you. Is that a use of AI? Is that artificial intelligence? Is that something trying to help you make a decision, help you solve a problem because you may not know how to even spell the next word? Come on. If you're texting on your phone, yes, thank you, Lisa. Yes. Okay, y'all are getting it. Okay, that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that you are able to understand the difference. If you put on your GPS in your car before you drive, are you utilizing some form of artificial intelligence? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. I'm looking at my phone and I'm looking at my notes. Are we? I don't see anybody in here. Don't be scared. If you put on GPS, okay, I see you all. Okay, I think you all are getting it now. Artificial intelligence is not anything to be afraid of because you're already using it. Can you put that in the chat? I am already utilizing it. It's already being used. Now everybody can come in and help. Okay, Erica, I see you in here now. I love it. Yes. I am so happy. So this is artificial intelligence. It's all around us. And I saw a comment here that says that it's vitally important for us to understand what AI is, because a lot of people do bash AI. And we have to, before we bash, we must seek to understand. A lot of times we bash and we dismiss what we do not embrace or we do not understand. If you're watching Netflix, if you're on YouTube, if your favorite show comes on by virtue of the fact you watch it all the time, and when you turn your TV on, it's telling you resume where you are, that's a form of artificial intelligence. It's called narrow AI, but we've got AI working for us all day long. Again, listen, let me give y'all another one. When you used to write physical checks, and I know most of this generation, including me, still has the generation I'm here for specifically tonight, still have checkbooks. Now, when you are writing checks and you've got to manually receive a statement in the mail or manually go to the bank and ask them for, balances and all these inquiries by hand and by paper, yeah, you were using a little bit of technology because you're using a check. But guess what now? We're in the world of online banking. That's a disruptor. Online banking disrupted how we wrote checks, how we even deposited our money, right? And it's okay if you still write checks. Please, y'all can write me one. I'm just kidding. Still write your checks. I love having my handy dandy checkbook. I love a checkbook. I love a good check. I'm not knocking checks at all. I'm saying online banking, even online bill pay, how you can just call and make a payment online is a disruptor for how you have to use to put stuff in the mail. Like who goes to the post office anymore? I mean, the things that we do now have been enhanced by what we know as artificial intelligence. So at its core, again, it's technology that can learn just like us. It can learn like us. It can make decisions like us, and it can solve problems. Now, it's not going to give you that humanistic relational touch. Now, once we get all the way into the chat GPTs and the Copilot and the Geminis, yeah, we will start learning how it can detect who you are and give you what you need. It can start talking like you and thinking like you, because you're feeding it the information. Oh, it's gonna get good, y'all. It's gonna get good. And I want you all to understand all of this. And I want you to, the reason why I came on for 65 plus is because I don't want you walking around saying that AI is something that we don't need to participate in. Because as you are saying it, you're charging your car. You got a hybrid vehicle. As you telling me to not use AI because it's something you don't understand. So I want us, and I love it. I see y'all in here saying y'all still go to the post office. I love that. Y'all are still buying stamps and things of that nature. That's great. This is what this group is supposed to be doing, right? So I'm telling you, this is great. And I'm going back through the chat now because I want to make sure I pick up all of the comments that are being shared. And thank you all so much for sharing tonight. The fact that you're here and you're sharing in this conversation with me in the chat, you're using artificial intelligence. So yay you, right? Yay you. Every time you watch your church on live stream, you are an AI genius because you know how to get on there, go to your church, turn it on and watch it, right? Gerald, you're saying, say it loud. Change is inevitable. So stop fighting what we don't understand, because change is the only constant that we have in life. Okay. So, again, now, do you all remember the TV Guide? I know y'all remember this little book you used to get in the mail. Now, I don't know if you used to have to pay for them. I don't know how they showed up at my home, but we used to have the TV Guide. I don't know if they were free. I don't know how they got to me. But we used to have what was called a TV guide. And you used to have to flip through that TV guide to find out what was coming on, when and where and what time. And you had to follow this guide of channels. Then all of a sudden, here comes this magical disruptor, whereby there is now something on your television. It's a digital guide. It's telling you all the times. It's telling you all the channels. So guess what? What happened to the TV guide? Are y'all still buying them? If they were for sale, I don't know if they were for sale. Are y'all still picking them up at this grocery store or wherever they were? No. You come home, you put on your television, and you flick through your channels. You find out what you want to watch when. And guess what? Some of y'all done got so fancy, you record via DVR what you want to see later because you want to watch something else right now. Come on, y'all. Talk back to me. Y'all been using AI and didn't even know it. Okay? Oh, and I see somebody saying it was in the Sunday paper too. Look at there. Okay, and somebody is letting me know you did have to pay for the TV guide. And so, and people are both chiming in saying that, listen, it came in the Sunday paper. That's where I used to get the channels from. So here's the thing. Okay. And listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm a Reba fan. And if anybody knows her and see her walking around, please tell her I want to meet her. I love Reba. I watch all of the episodes of Reba. I want to watch Reba when I want to watch Reba on this television. And I'm going to tell you another thing I done got into. Matlock. That's a good, now why y'all, who didn't tell me that Matlock? My mother used to watch that show. Why did y'all take so long to tell me that Matlock is where it was at? I mean, that is such a brilliant show. It is excellent. I have fallen in love with those shows. And when I want to watch it, I want to watch it. So guess what? AI tells me, artificial intelligence tells me on my television when it's coming on. If I stop the show, when I left off, do you want to resume where you are? We're using it all the time. And yes, evangelist missionary Donna Walker, I am here to tell you that AI is not the devil. Because you've been using it. So if it was the devil, I hope you're not doing online baking. I hope you don't have I hope you still sweeping. If you think AI is the devil, everything that's been manual, I hope you all are still using it. I hope you still got a landline plugged up and think you about to just use, dial up. I'm gonna let that sit there. Okay. One last thing, and I saved this for last. Oh, I love Matlock. Thank you. I'm glad I got somebody out here with me. And you know what? It comes on. It comes on morning and night. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I love Matlock. And then there's something else that comes on. It's called In the Heat of the Night. Oh my goodness. You all, these are some shows that have been back in the day. Okay, so I'm looking at your comments, and yes, I'm loving all of the things that you're saying. So I am responding to your television shows. And so thank you all for chiming in with that. So as we come to our close, I did want to save this for last. The one disruptor that we have experienced is we went from the typewriter to the computer. We went from computers to laptops. So while all of this may sound like artificial intelligence, may sound like something very far-reaching and very fictional and I'm not going to be a part of that. I just want you to understand that we've always been a part of this. And so even though I'm going to be coming to a close, look out for another session on this. The next session will be a little different. It will be a lot more in depth. But I do want to thank everyone for being a part of this session tonight. And again, it's very natural, very, very natural for us to feel uncertain about the world of technology. But I just want to tell you here that just by you coming tonight, participating, asking questions, being curious, and understanding that AI is not something that you need to run away from. It is something that we need to embrace. You must give yourself a rousing round of applause. AI, much like humans, can take on some tasks that can help us develop, help us to grow, help us to learn faster, and help us to learn in a much more engaging way. So these are just some tools that we can utilize in our life and continue to put in our box so that we stay informed, we don't get behind. And I'm going to start building on this and giving us some manageable ways of how AI can really serve our needs with AI platforms. Okay, so that's going to be the next phase of this. So stay empowered, stay curious, continue to embrace what you may feel like you don't understand. Continue to ask the questions, continue to lean in like you did tonight. Throw yourself on the mercy of the generations that are under you and start asking the questions. Just start saying, hey, I want to learn more. I just want to see it. Show me what it is. And don't be afraid to embrace what you don't understand. Well, thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed this session tonight. I pray that this has not scared you, but has lifted you. And while you are considering, all of the things that I've said tonight, be prayerful. Make sure you protect yourself. Make sure you do all of the things that are necessary to ensure that you are safe. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for journeying with me tonight. I hope you have gotten something out of what I shared for AI basics, for those of you who are 65 plus, and for those that came in that were 65 and under. I truly appreciate you for being here and hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Journey well. I'll see you at another time.